Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922 here to bring you episode review. Yes. Crime Edge. Severing Crime Edge, episode 7. This one was pretty interesting. And I believe this one was called The Coins of the Scale. Coins of the Scale. Episode 7. Now, this one I really liked. This one was like development. You got to get that character development. You got to get those interesting interactions between characters. And this episode was definitely that. And pretty much what went down in this episode was, beginning part was Kiri and Iwa. They were with one of the sisters. You know, the what do you call their names? I forgot how you say their names. The Ryuin-Zaki sisters. And the one they were with at the moment was Yamane. Yamane of the Ryuin-Zaki sisters. You know, the one with the needles and all that shit. And they were waiting. Well, actually, before then, we see the aftermath of the fight they had with the vice president. And the president tells Kiri that he was ordered to give him this letter from the group known as Gossip, which is a group composed of different authors who use killing goods. And then, pretty much, what happens is they end up waiting for not Yamane, they're with Yamane, Huko of the Ryuin-Zaki sisters. And she shows up and she's surprised by them, and they're like right there when she's with her friends, so it's kind of awkward. And then she begins to tell them that pretty much it's an invitation to a dinner party held by Gossip, the group known as Gossip. Gossip, this has been explained before. Gossip is basically a group filled with good users, killing good users, known as authors, who in some ways have an infatuation towards the Queen of Hair. And they go after her and stuff. And pretty much she's explaining that it's an invitation to a dinner party that they're going to go to, that they're invited for. And apparently Homura, she's very, antsy. Hoko. She's very antsy, and she doesn't want to be around Iwa and Kiri, and she's in a bad mood about it. And this leads up to a situation where Huko has a conversation on the phone with Iwa, and they're like, she doesn't want to be with them. It's like, why you keep, trying to be close to me and all this other stuff. And what ends up happening is this scene that happens, conversation between Huko and Iwa on the phone, and another conversation between Kiri and this other girl that's later on. And basically this is a very emotional, oh man, it was so emotional scene with her talking to Iwa. And I was like, because she felt like, I don't deserve to be your friend at all because of what she did to her, what she did to Iwa. I don't deserve to be your friend. You need to leave for the things that she did to her, because she did some pretty nasty things, Huko, to Iwa, and she doesn't want to. And then the scene ends with Iwa just saying sorry and saying sorry over and over again. And that leads up to, Yamane giving her shots to, that thing she does to Huko. And we have a minor flashback of when she first was using the killing goods, Yamane. And that's pretty much what happens there. The rest of the episode is pretty much a scene with Kiri and this other girl. I believe her name was... Looking for her name. Kashiko Misumi. She basically is this girl who owns this beauty parlor that cut hair and everything. And we go back to a flashback that occurs of when he first went into that barber place. And it's like, like I said, this was an interesting episode. I'm probably going to give this a 4 out of 5, more or less. And this scene was interesting because basically he was just telling of his relation when he first met her and how he was got like a hair fetish on her and was smelling her hair and shit. It was like, Jesus. And she was like asking him, oh, is he going on a date or something? And she's like being jealous and snooty about it. And that scene kind of goes to that direction. And then pretty much after that, there's really nothing else happens. It's just they are getting ready and they're going to go to the party that Gossip is holding. That party that we're invited by Gossip. And they're all there. This is an interesting scene where Kiri looks at the Briozaki sisters and he looks at them and then Iwa's looking at him like pouting on him and stuff. I thought that was funny. And then they go in to that building and they present their coins and they're ready to go into the party. And that's where the episode ends. Now, I should mention, briefly been reading the manga here and there. Actually, I think they recently came out with 2 chapters. 2 chapters in the manga. Chapter 20 and 21. So, based upon what I saw, things will get heated up later on. Like, damn. But right now, this gets a 4 out of 5. Liked the development. I liked what was happening here. Like, Hyuko, who's one of the sisters, all of a sudden, there's this connection developing between her and Iwa that otherwise wasn't really there. And Iwa was saying that, oh, you always helped me, you always brought me food, and all this other stuff. And then Hyuko's like, no, I hurt you. I shouldn't be friends with you. And it's kind of it was a sad moment. And I like that whole situation that was developing there. But overall, this gets a 4 out of 5. Like what was developing with it. So, yeah. And that's pretty much what, thoughts overall. This was, cut and dry, nothing really. But I gave it a 4 out of 5 because of the development between the characters. Nothing else to report. I should let everyone know, I'm probably not going to be buying any more One Piece DVDs. The ones that you guys saw, people who saw that unboxing, Shana Part 1, Season 3, and One Piece Season 4, Voyage 3, 4, and 5. Not going to be buying Season 5 yet. I'm probably going to wait until a collection is developed, until they get, and they put it into like some kind of collection, and then I'll buy that for Season 5. So, but overall, good episode. And also I want to mention, I might start editing videos. Now, it's not going to be huge, because one person was saying, not to be critical, but in my Attack on Titan Chapter 45 review, he said, not to be, a jackass, he was saying, you could edit your videos, it would be a whole lot better if you did. Now, I am thinking about doing that, but it won't be for the anime reviews or any other videos. It's just going to be for the chapter reviews, because it seems like more often than not that with the chapter reviews, I keep going, pauses and all that other shit. And plus, it might be easier to do it that way, because they seem so long, chapter reviews. And, I review more chapters than anything else. So, I figured I'd do that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. This is Bankai 922. See you guys later. pretty good episode of this. My main man was in this episode. My Death Note guy. But don't fret. Don't fret. Next week, he's in there. He's in there. He's in the episode. So we will see how that goes. So yeah, this has been Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Good development. Like this episode. Really enjoyed it. See you.